ahead.
Hey guys, as you know, I'm about five and a half weeks in, new program, watching the diet. I'm taking off the last couple of days because the next exercise program is abs, and as I showed you, I just did the pull-ups, the fox pull-ups, pretended pull-ups, whatever you want to call them, on our clothes drying rack. We're busy sorting the big mess. Turn around and show them the big mess.
Big mess over
We're
there.
sorting all that crap out, some washing stuff we haven't seen for years. Anyways, and my lower abdomen, which is why my gut sticks out like this, is stupid weak. So it really works me down here. And if you're not careful, you will pull a muscle here and have a hernia. You gotta be careful. You gotta give yourself time. Most of your body's muscles are very tiny, supporting muscular structures. And if you don't do a compound exercise to build that up in strength with everything else, all you're going to do is hurt yourself. We had one guy who didn't exercise any of his back, any of his legs. He had skinny little stick legs, skinny little ass, and he was so big up here in the shoulders, he walked around like this, thinking he was all that. Big old arms, huge arms, massive chest, no abs, no back, no nothing, and the muscles actually pulled him forward and he walked around like a hunchback. And when I pointed it out to him, he got all embarrassed and started working out on everything else. He thought he was big and he wasn't. So the reason for this video is an update. We got some new equipment, and that's what I want to talk about. The first equipment we got, the half rack here, and that bench there, and our little dumbbell set, all that was at Dick's Sporting Goods. Very reasonable, very cheap and China made, very cheap quality. The next time, they didn't have a dip rack, didn't have it, and so I found another company, local in Hawthorne here, and that's California Home Fitness. They told me they got 6 stores, much higher quality stuff, dramatically higher quality for a little more money. Very helpful guy. And so what we've got is a curl bar, there's a great curl bar here, with an attachment with this bench here. Now of course the back of it, it just goes up and down like this. Bam. You pick it up, shabam. I can drop it down, I can move the seat up and down, I can take this in and out, put in the leg attachment there it comes with, and the little attach piece here is just spring loaded. That one I gotta twist it and screw it and mess around, and it takes a lot longer. Time is money when you're doing sets. You gotta go in and out, in and out. This is much better equipment. So very happy with this purchase here. Haven't used it yet. We're not on curl day. So as I get a little stronger, I'll set up another time when I'm just doing curls. And you're going, well, wait a minute, you just said all about the dumbbells and this and that. Well, the problem is you have a compound muscle here, your biceps, but you have to work different angles of the biceps. So if you don't hit all of that, you can be really strong here and stupid weak over here. You got to work all of that at different angles. So you've got an inner angle, an outer angle, and a way outer angle. And that's going up, and that's also going up like this, plus your dumbbell movement. So when you get strong enough, you're going to be doing 45 minutes of only curls, of different sets and different types of curls. And that's all you're going to do. And I'm not there yet. Not even close. But I'm getting the equipment so that when I'm ready, I can do it. And of course, you'll see me start with just a bar. It's only 20 pounds, and we'll add a little more weight, and so forth. Go slow, do the exercise right. Make sure you stress the muscle up and stress it down. A lot of the guys will go to the gym, the trainer or their buddies or whoever will push it. Hey, use more weight. Do cross training. Let's go get our rotor cuff repaired. Let's go pull a bicep right off the bone. I've seen it happen. One of our guys was watching the YouTube, an older gentleman, very nice man. I'm not going to lay his name out because I know he's embarrassed by this, but he has been struggling since about 20-25 years to get back in shape, he was telling me, and he got cancer in the process, and every time he gets a setback, and he just had rotor cuff surgery and bicep surgery, and created a bone spur, and created arthritis because he's using too much weight. You can't do that. And he says when he went in, there was a guy about 35 or 40, pulled the whole bicep off his arm. And I've seen this with a lot of guys. wasn't just talking with the big guys, I was talking with the guys that have been down 30, 40, 50 years and going, and what's this and what's that and what did you do and what have you seen? So I had when you go to the gym, you got 2 or 3 guys you're talking to. I had thousands of guys I was talking to. And I learned really well. At the end of the day, I'm fat and weak now. My gut sticks out like this, relaxed. I can suck it in a little bit, yeah. You can see a little bit of muscle, yeah. Because my abs are so weak. They're still really weak. I'm really weak everywhere. This is all I got on my legs, which is nothing. It's all I got on my arms. That's all I got on my arms. That's nothing, but I'm not even 6 weeks in. So for where I was, that's really good. I'm really stupid happy. I'm 53 years old this week, guys. I'm not 25. It's going to take me a little longer. I got to be a hell of a lot more careful. And I have to come back from a severe rotator cuff injury and a severe leg injury. My leg was literally popping out of the joint every time I'd pick it up. It would just pop out and fall out of the joint. I had to come back from all that. This happened in 2011. I haven't had a workout since until just now. So one of the things that I wanted to bring to your attention, and I bought these at the suggestion of the guy, which he's being a salesman. I've never tried them. You have these rubber band things, so you put them up on a
Pull it
dip.
out.
I don't want to touch it because it's so smelly and rubber, and it's toxic to me. And it took me about 10 times to wash my hands to get the smell away. But it works like a big giant rubber band, and you put it up, and you can put 2 together or 1 together. And the problem is, what I found out, because it is a rubber band, even though it's making it less weight, you don't have the control. And I can't stress enough, if you do an exercise where you don't have complete control of the movement, you will have a cumulative injury. It may not happen for 6 months, it may not happen for 10 years, it may not happen for 25 years. But you only got 1 set of joints and you need to take care of them. Trying to work out when you got a hip and knee replacement ain't happening. It ain't happening at all, you're done. So that's why I put the money into this wood floor. Just walking around this big giant wood floor in this big giant warehouse, we're in pain at the end of the day. 6 Advils to go to sleep every night. You do that for a few years, you're on dialysis, you're in a wheelchair, you got a hip and knee replacement in 10 years at our age. So I put a little money in the wood floor, so I don't have that problem. Okay, I got 1 set of knees, they're still original. I got 1 set of hips, they're still original. I don't plan on, replacing nothing. I just got to take care of it. So that's the scoop there. Hopefully he'll take these back. The other thing that I was really happy with, I had a hell of a time finding them, but this is really important, so pay attention. What he had at the California Home Fitness Center were these incremental weights, 2.5 pounds. And unfortunately didn't do it on the end, 7.5 pounds. We got 12.5 pounds, and their dumbbells are really stupid reasonable, and they're really well made. So we're gonna get. You didn't have a 17.5 pound. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get a 22.5 pound, 27.5 pound, like that. And this is really important. You don't understand. Even if you're pushing 100 pounds, to add another 5 pounds is a lot. It is a lot, and it stresses your body. You've got to increment your way up. That's so important. People usually don't understand that, and they try to jump by 10 or 5 or 15 or 20 pounds at one time, and you it's not that you can't. You shouldn't if you want to do this for the long term. It's a really bad idea. So, but go ahead and injure yourself, go to the hospital, pay the hospital surgeon bill, and then remember this little video and go, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Or listen to me. I've been around. I know what I'm doing. I'm fat and sloppy, but I know what I'm doing. I know as much about this and diet and how to get ripped as I do about those knuckleheads over there. Show them the bikes. See them bikes? So, trust me, I know as much about that stuff, and I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. But I know a lot, as I do about this stuff here. And that's why I'm putting myself out there, because I do know I know. And you guys are going to see it happen, even if I kept my mouth shut. And go, well, how'd you do it? So I'm telling you now, you can watch me do it. So my 8:30 meal was 3 eggs. I got up this morning at 8:20, had my 3 eggs. 3 hours later, had 3 more eggs. Then we had cottage cheese, a cottage cheese meal, and then we had an actual dinner meal, which was really good, which was a hamburger, no bread, and we had mozzarella on tomato on basil, okay? I use the tomato and basil as my bread, and we have a bit of mango, and we're gonna have some cottage cheese and some grapefruit right now before bed. Grapefruit is it's a fruit, yes it is, but it actually causes you to burn fat. So I want a nice long burning protein before bed. Cottage cheese is my evening meal every night when I'm working out. So until I'm in a situation I can no longer work out again, I will be working out continually. And over time, you will see me get very ripped. It doesn't happen in a day. One of the guys messaged me on Instagram, again, no names, and he says, man, in the last 30 days, I've lost, I forget, it was like 20 pounds or 30 pounds, and I gained 15 pounds of muscle. I said, well, first off, you ain't gonna do that at 53. You can do it when you're young, yes you can. But when you go that fast, you're gonna overwork yourself and you're gonna hurt yourself. It's coming, and it's gonna be really bad. So slow wins this race. Push yourself, but in small increments. You push yourself in small increments, at the end of the month, you're right where you wanted to jump to today. But except now you just made it permanent without injury. Without injury. This is an important thing, without injury. Don't injure yourself, guys. And girls. I know some of you girls watch this show too. So, for those who are wondering, I still have a monetized channel. So this is just out of my heart, out of my experience, and my sharing with everybody. Nobody's paying me to do this. Just so you understand. This is just my sharing with everybody. So you can listen to me or not. Doesn't matter. Nobody's paying me to say none of this. See you guys in the next video.